we go, mate. And last night's, what can only be described as an embarrassment at City Ground for England, Jude Bellingham had a goal disallowed and then at full time kicked a water cooler and had to be restrained by Captain Harry Kane down the tunnel. Do you think he shows passion, or does he need to curb it a little bit and keep those emotions in check? What do you think, Gav?
The only way I'd say he has to be careful is that they love to give red cards now for nothing.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to tournaments, you don't want him getting sent off because he's so passionate, but I love it. He's 21. He's going to be 22 when the World Cup starts, Ali. He's played 43 times for his country already at 21, which is unbelievable.
Fabulous.
Over 200 games he's played as a professional footballer at such a young age. And he looks to me like, if I had an England captain I'd choose, I'd have him.
Yeah.
Because he looks like, I want to win. When he come on, after he scored, he grabbed the ball, he celebrated,
exactly.
he said, come on, let's go. Let's go and get the winner. Like, he wants to win for his country, and he's so passionate about being an Englishman. So he's my definite future captain after Harry Kane.
Absolutely. I couldn't disagree, but I would also agree with your point. Just got to watch it a little bit, because you get into trouble.
He's got in trouble at Real Madrid a few times last season by maybe some of his language towards officials.
Saw that.
I think he got sent off, did he?
Don't mind it though. Because flip side of the coin, we often complain about watching players that don't show any passion, don't show any commitment. So we can't have it both ways. Now, it was announced in the last hour that Manchester City have completed the 46.3 signing of AC Milan midfielder Tijani Reinders. Here's your question, mate. Who's been the signing of the summer window so far?
Signing the summer window, there's been some very good signings. Cherky,
I
like him a lot. But I think Cunha, because he's such a talented boy, such a talented player, can score every type of goal, can drive with the ball, can play across that front line. And for Manchester United to get him after failing to get European football, obviously wages would be quite high, I can imagine, for Cunha to get over the line. But I think for Man United to get a player like that after the season that they had, that's a big signing for me.
I think you're right. I think it's a fantastic signing. But I would I'm looking at Cherky and I'm thinking to myself, that's the one that's probably gone under the radar a little bit.
So good, mate.
I like him. My kids love him. My boys love him.
I watched him in the Nations League, and then just passing the ball with his right foot, and I'm like, don't tell me you like Azola. Don't tell me your left and right foot.
Brilliant.
He is.
Yeah. You don't get too many of them that can take corners by the foot.
Dembele's taking corners with his right foot. I'm like, aren't you left-footed?
There's not many of us can do that. Anyway, Thomas Frank is the next man in charge of bringing success to Spurs. Obviously coming off the back of the trophy curse being lifted by Big Ange.
Yes.
What are the key points, do you think, Gabby, to success at Tottenham for Frank, when you think of the long list of excellent coaches and excellent managers that haven't been able to do it, or even certainly maintain it, but do it, never mind maintain it?
I think after Spurs winning this European trophy, I think a lot of the players are going to be hungry for more. So I think that's helped by them getting that off their back, not winning a European trophy for so many years. But what I think he's got to do when he goes in, when he gets the job, is Bissouma, Sarr, Bentancur, Bergvall. Do you want all four? Do you want two of them? So I'm looking at the players that maybe he's got to move on. Solanke, I think he's a great talent, but he scored 9 Premier League goals in 27 games. That's going to be not going to be enough next season to get top 4, top 5, and get into the knockout stage of the Champions League. Do you need another top striker to challenge Solanke? Do you need Richarlison for me? I don't think he's at the level. So he's got players that he's got to move on, I think, as well.
Gab, see if you're Thomas Frank, right? Are you at the stage where you have to ask your boss, Daniel Levy, what is required and what he wants? And it might be an absolutely ridiculous question to say that, but after Ange wins a trophy, gets them into the Champions League, there'll be a lot of coaches and a lot of managers out there saying, what's going on here?
I think what Thomas Frank will get told, listen, we really want to win trophies. We want to try our hardest to win any competition we're in, but you have to finish in the Champions League places. You can't get Champions League now because you're not in the Europa League. By winning Europa League, win the Champions League, you don't go into the Europa League. So next season, we need Champions League football again. You have to finish in the top 4. And it might be top 5 if we do well in all the competitions. But he's got decisions. He's Danso. who I think Spurs have signed. Is Danso good enough to be your third choice centre half?
I'm not
sure. Is Romero going to Atletico Madrid? Do you need cover for Udogie, a left back? Reguilon might be moved on. Is Jed Spence and Porro, are they good enough as your right backs? So he's going to look at that squad of players and think, Daniel Levy, you know what? These players, I don't think at the level. I want to bring in my own players. Can we get some of these sold? The players are going to want to move Vicario, decent keeper, not great coming for crosses.
Correct.
He can be a bit off at times. So he's got big decisions to make, and that squad could be changed quite dramatically.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.